Hello, everybody. My name is Nobody. I'm going to be casting this Brothers in Arms matchup. We have a round of 8 matchup here between Vic in purple, the Russian clan, and Wino Black Forest, Pedro and JaySquared. And what this is, it's very unusual. You see 4 players right here. Actually, 2 players are controlling the same color. So we're going to have to see some really good teamwork here in this matchup. It's going to be very interesting. We have a Vikings war here. Civs are going to be standard here. But it's going to be so interesting to see how these players... I wish I could see each player's point of view, what kind of tasks they're doing. And in fact, we'll go through the point of views. But first, let's introduce the players. We have here VIK Vinchester and VIK Dench. Some 2 very good players. Vinchester, I believe, is 2K1, 2K2. Dench, he's pretty high up there. So they're going to be playing in the purple. And in the top left side, we're going to have JaySquared and Pedro, the NC team, the German team. So again, 2 very high-rated players, especially Pedro. And they're going to be playing on this top left corner in blue here. Let's adjust my settings just quickly. I like to have a little bit of game music in the background. All right, no game music. I'm gonna add some in the background. It's just something I like to do. First match of the day, people. Let me know how that is in the chat. Hey, what's up, Schmulligan? And let's turn down the settings once more. So I haven't missed anything here, just the Dark Age start. And also I'm going to put this on 60 speed. 51. There we go. So we can get through these wrecks a little bit faster, but we're not going to miss anything. Anyway, we're going to see a standard Vikings war here. We'll go through. I'll go through what each player is doing through their through their view log. But first, let's analyze the maps. Not too much on the land you have to analyze for a whatchamacallit, for a water map. This looks to be like islands, I believe. Only thing you have to analyze, the gold is actually quite far away. You have 2 golds here. I think this must be a custom map then. Yeah, Brothers in Arms Islands version 2. A little bit far away, gonna have a little idle time here. It's actually a little bit vulnerable to galleys. Imagine if galleys went here and here. So, Vinchester and Dench, definitely not going to want to lose water control. That's going to end them the game here. And these extra golds over here, that could be nice later on. It looks like Pedro only has access to 2 extra stones a little later on. But that's far in the future. More importantly is going to be the fish positioning here. We have 3 nice fishes on the right side. Some nice fish on the top side, but no fish on the bottom side. And it looks like Vic will get a nice dock position right here, especially right in this area here. So they're going to be pretty good with food. The NC team looks to be a terrible dock position. There's no food anywhere in this area, so that's going to put them pretty far behind here. Just pretty unfortunate. And not much you can do about this. I don't think they could have scouted this, so just very unfortunate. Only nice place with good fish would be over here on the right side or on this bottom side. So the NC team already looking in a pretty bad position. Both players going to be luring in their, luring in their boars with their scouts. And we'll see players going up for some fish right now. Anyway, what I'm really interested to see is what kind of, what are these players, how are they splitting up their tasks right now? Let's go to Dench's point of view. So Dench, it looks like he's handling the food economy here. Micromanaging, I can't speak today. First cast of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he's handling all of the food economy. You're trying to be as efficient as possible. Very important to be as efficient as possible, get the best uptime you can get, because sometimes that can make or break a game. And actually, never noticed this, in a recorded game, you can't actually see what all 4 players are doing. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm assuming that point of view was of one of the players. So one of the players handling the food, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe another one is micromanaging the wood? I'm not sure. And he's just telling his teammate here, the fish is actually on this left side here. So that's pretty unfortunate. Well, going to be most efficient just to take the shore fish right now. So what are you going to see in a Vikings war? You're going to see a galley war. Whoever wins the galley war is most likely going to win the game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a short game, but it could be a short game. And if we're lucky, maybe we see a landing. Let's just go through where they would land if possible. Could land on this top side, and could be successful in taking away the gold. Problem is, if Vic wins the water, most likely we'll be able to fire upon the archery ranges and such, unless you get right in the middle here. It's not going to be a very good island to land for the NC team. For the Vic team, could be a little bit better if they get in the back corner over here. Both golds are in the back as well. Both in the same place, so both are vulnerable. And both players are clicking up right now. Looks like my spec dashboard not working as well. Somehow, what? How does this happen in a co-op game? Well, somehow one of the players losing their scout early on to a boar. Don't know how this happens in a co-op game. Ideally, you should have double the micro. So a bit of a trade-off here. Would you rather lose your scout early or have poor fish early? As you can see, Black Forest had tons of health on the scout left. Maybe both players were trying to micro the scout at the same time and weren't on the same page. Too noob, yeah. Anyway, we're going to see a galley rush here. Spec dashboard not working, so let's go back and forth between the players. It looks like Black Forest is going to be a little bit earlier up. They are struggling quite a bit on food here. And this is a great second dock, able to be more efficient on taking some food here. You don't want to invest into like a mill early on or even putting villagers on food early on because you want to focus so much on the wood. And going up to 3 docks is standard for Vikings. Here we see the first 2 galleys of the game being made. This one's a little bit delayed, it looks like. Here you go. And where's the uptime? Where's the uptime? Okay, there it is. And now VIK. Going to be up to the next stage. Should be making a transport ship very early on. Maybe they think they're going to lose the water early for some reason. Maybe they were too late up to the next stage. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they've scouted with this fishing ship that the island is very landable, which I think it is, especially with both golds in the backside over here. But interesting strategy by these guys. Again, just having 2 players on the same team, probably better able to manage between land and sea. So it could influence their strategy. Here's the transport ship. This galley looks to be out before this galley's going to go in the back here, so I think this transport ship's going to be unseen. Unless the galley keeps going forward here. No, they're going to engage right now. And Black Forest is going to take this. He's going to lose a lot of health on this galley. The Vic team. Transport ship is going off to the side. Who doesn't love a landing on islands? I sure do. Barracks is already made. They've been prepping for this for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if this was their strategy as soon as they started the game. You know, just go ahead and go for a landing. It is very unfortunate, though, that they did lose their scout, because the scout could be so valuable here. You know, just scouting the edge right over here and right over here. Be able to see the golds. You know, basically know what you're doing beforehand. You know, games can be made or lost based off where the positions of things are and when you decide to reveal yourself, so a scout can be very beneficial. There's not that much going on in the water. I expect Black Forest to easily win this. More galleys, they've invested heavier into the water. 3 docks. This fishing ship wants to share a little bit of fish. I think he's going to get shut down. And here's the first archery range. Going to come out with archers. Going to try to do the damage early. It's a good choice. NC is probably not expecting this at this point. And this is going to hurt VIK. Losing the fish early on. It looks like VIK is already adjusting here. Trying to take a little more food. But it's just less wood and gold that they have. Here's the 2 villagers. Hopefully they didn't reveal themselves. This is why it's so risky here. Just for a split second, VIK could see NC's villagers when NC wasn't looking. And now NC has to know what's going on. Villager's gonna go out immediately. Tower's not gonna get walled. This is where Scout could have been so useful for VIK. And there's the walls. Would be even better if Why No Black Forest just tried to batter this tower down, maybe. And Scout does go down, so maybe a stone wall is better here. But anyway, this tower, it doesn't look like it's doing a lot, but it's massive damage. It's able to cover both of the golds. How is NC going to win without any golds? If I was VIK right now, I'd stonewall this tower up, try to defend it with my life. You keep this tower, you win the game. And look, right now, it just looks like winning water is not going to be the most important thing right now. Again, just the position of these golds. So what is NC's plan right now? I hope both players communicating maybe in TeamSpeak or some other some sort of other chat. Trying to think of a strategy right now of how to take out this tower. In VIK, they're not done with water. It looks like they're going to try to retake water here with a third dock, which I think is a good move. You've got what you wanted out of this. Oh, there's a hole here too. There's always a hole. Here comes the tower. This tower might not even get up. Some quick walling in. Going to wall into the TC. These archers not going to want to go past the TC. And this tower will go up. It'll stop the advance of the archers, but it doesn't do anything to retake the gold. Wrecked. Does T90 have a wrecked emoticon yet? I'm not exactly sure. He should. And VIK even taking some more stone, should be able to place more towers in this general location if he wants. Still putting on the aggression here. And this tower did not go up. Looks like panicking a bit, trying to get as much stone as possible. It's probably the best move here. It's going to cost too much to invest in a barracks and then skirmishers out of an archery range. But look how many dead bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villagers down. It's 25 to 33 villagers right now. Smart move by VIK, even walling in the gold. All they have to do to win this game is keep the gold. Keep the gold. And there's no way Black Forest, Why No Black Forest, is going to be able to keep the water without gold. They're going to need a market here. Comes the archers. They're not going to be able to do anything here unless they actually walk around. There's another tower here. Check the market price right now. Neither player has a market yet, so not really relevant. And slowly, VIK, probably actually pretty quickly, pretty soon, but VIK is going to regain water control here. Here comes another tower in this general location. I really like this play. VIK knows exactly what kind of situation they're in. Just going to bunker down in this general area. One thing I might be a little concerned about, which looks like VIK is taking precautions here, is a counter landing. Because one thing that you could do, you could say for the Why No Black Forest team, you know, I've lost these golds, but you know what? I know my opponent has golds, and go land over there and try to do a counter landing maybe with skirmishers and spearmen. Vikings do get some pretty good spearmen. But it looks like VIK going to take the precaution here and go with an outpost. And remember, they do have a little bit of extra stone here to defend if they need to. VIK, they're going to take control of the water now. Haven't been able to capitalize on it, though, with some fishing ships. That's what really gets you going. And early GG. So a little surprised here. Very quick game from these guys. Just a first game to get us warmed up. And without further ado, we can get through the next game. Oops. Alright, score now 1-0 for VIK. And this will be a best of 5 here. Yes, it was a good, well-executed landing. Very good because of the map position as well. And you have to take into account also VIK didn't have a scout. So let's jump into the second game now. Game 2. Hello everyone, my name is Nobody. I'm going to be casting Game 2. What the heck? What is this map? This map is Border Dispute. I can't believe it. This map actually made it into this tournament. This is an awesome map. Looks like Blue could even lose the scout early on here. No, he's going to steal the sheep here. Going to be so much action from the outset here. So we have a Spanish-Mongols war. We have VIK. They're up 1-0 right now. They're picking the Mongols. Very good choice here. And Spanish, also, I think, a pretty good choice. And both players trying to steal the boar here. It's going to be so important for the Mongols to get their boar in. Anyway, we are on the 2v2 co-op tournament, Brothers in Arms. We have 2 players controlling the purple over here, and 2 players... Hope he doesn't kill this with the town center! He killed it with the town center! Oh my god! That's such a big waste! Look! No boar left for him. We have 3 boar for the NC team, and 1 boar for the VIK team. So it's 1-0 right now, and I think VIK team is going to have a very hard time this game. Just, you gotta have boars in the Mongols. That's why you pick the Mongols. What other advantage are you going to get early game with the Mongols? Maybe the scouting bonus. But anyway, one of the reasons that you pick Mongols and Spanish here, both teams are very good at tower rushes, and tower rushes are very beneficial when the rush distance is very close here. And I think we're definitely going to see tower rushes. Mongols good for a tower rush because of their quick uptime. However, only going to make use of that on the deer here, with the hunting gathering speed. Spanish a good tower rush because their towers do build a lot faster. And also, Conquistadors will be a good raiding unit later on, which bodes well with the tower rush because you've already taken stone. So those are the Civ matchups. I don't think this game will get too late game, just because of how close these players are. So I think early it's going to be all about who gets up to the next age first. Mongols should still have an advantage, I think, although maybe not. Look at how much food this guy has in the NC team. So it looks like VIK, they're going to try to make up for it by luring in some deer. I don't think they'll feel the effect of these losing these boar early on. And who knows, they might not feel the effect at all. Because you only need so much food to get up to the next age anyway. You're not going to be taking a lot of food once you've already gone up to the feudal age with the tower rush. So maybe they won't feel this. But anyway, the NC team still has to be happy here. Going to be a while before these villagers have to take another food source. And it's going to be a smart idea to put your lumber camps in the back here. So assuming these players are going to go for a tower rush now, let's check a few things. Let's check the scouting of VIK. VIK has some pretty good scouting here. Knows where all the vulnerable resources are. And the Black Forest team, not as good scouting, but it's still pretty decent here. You can see where most of the valuable resources are. So let's check where some good towers can go up. It looks like VIK will have a safer gold. There's actually no safe resources from the games I've seen in this game from a tower rush. But a safe gold over here, safe-ish stone in the back here. Wood line could be a little bit exposed if towers come in through this way though. And for the NC team, wood is pretty safe and gold is pretty safe in the back. Hopefully pretty safe, but we'll have to see. Pretty easy for towers to creep around the edge of the map here. And this looks to be the first stone miner here. Both players, they're pretty close to going up. Black Forest, actually not that close to going up, my bad. Not that much food here. And he has been taking boar, which is a very fast food source. Still the Mongols advantage here. It looks like the Mongols player will be up faster. And is taking this very vulnerable stone. I would put a tower here first thing. Imagine some villagers try to bum rush the stone. It's very vulnerable. And oh my gosh, we're seeing a mill on one berry bush. I don't know if I agree with that. Where's NC's other stone? Very smart play actually from VIK. I thought this was a dumb decision taking the side stone, but is this the only stone for NC? This is actually NC's stone. And the nearest stone is going to be over here in the back corner. Let's check if they've scouted that. Looks like they have not. Just barely missed it here. Look how close that is. So big deal. NC not going to have any stone here. And how are you going to defend a tower rush without towers of your own? Watch both players make me look like an idiot by not going for a tower rush. I think we will see one though. Here's VIK taking the stone right now. I wonder what Black Forest is going to do here. This villager getting kind of low, but it looks like he's going to escape. Spanish villagers, they're the strongest in the game. Yeah, you need a mill to be able to build farms here. I was a little surprised by the mill on 1 berries, though, because I was expecting to see a stone mine. And great play from Black Forest. Only 4 health left on this scout. I have no idea what this villager's doing. Might have wanted to try to get a wall through here. More villagers coming forward. And VIK is going to wall this up. That's expected. These villagers are going to have to go back. Wasting a little time with them. Here's the feudal age for VIK. Black Forest team's going to be a little bit later up. Where is this villager going? I don't think there's any use trying to bust down this because he could just place another palisade here. This villager's been spotted. I have no idea where he's going. Must have been a... probably just clicked inside here, and some of these villagers went to the right, some of them went to the left of the walls. So NC, they have 1 good tower here, just with the starting stone. And it actually could be a very good one, especially if he places the tower right here. Spanish build bonus. And VIK is expecting the tower to come in through here, but it's actually going to come in the back here. This is a mistake often a lot of newer players make. They don't place the tower in the best position to prevent a tower. And this tower is just going to take away the stone. This tower looks pretty useless at this point. Just going to take out this mill, I suppose. Anyway, we have 7 villagers in this area and about 7 villagers in this area, but the tower is going to go up at lightning speed. Look at that. Look at that production time. Just about the same time as this tower here. Top side, we're seeing some more vill fighting, trying to lame the stone. Stone isn't completely lame, though. And tower's going to move in through here, going to take away this gold now. All about taking away the resources. Great tower! Look at this tower by VIK. This is often what you see on border dispute. That's a huge tower right now. It's already walled in. And it's going to be a waste of 100 wood right now. Black Forest, they don't have... looks like they have barely enough wood. They're going to have to make another one here. And taking stone at the back, so he does have access to stone now. This tower is going to get shut down. Vulnerable position for this tower, though. 1 villager goes down now. We're at 20 to 22 villagers. 2 villagers up for the VIK team. This villager is getting caught out right now. He doesn't know what to do. He's getting battered to death, and he's going to die. Not surprising. Scout is going to come in here, very low health. Going to get target down immediately, but not before it gets 3 hits off. And that's going to be enough to kill this villager here. Villager 20 to 21 right now. Most of these villagers are on pretty good health here, so some pretty good micro here. It's a mistake I see often of newer players. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. You have to realize I spend most of my time coaching new players and whatnot with the new player community. So good defensive tower here. This villager's going to take a few arrows to the face, but she'll be alright. And this villager's pretty weak. Probably not enough HP here to bum rush the tower yet. I'm going to place some walls through here. This guy, he's a fighter. He's only on 6 HP, but he wants to help out his group, so he's going to go ahead. And this villager just trying to sneak around a little bit. 2 farms coming up in the back. Going to try to be safe. And game is stabilizing quite a bit right now, I think. Still a bit of villager fighting here. Black Forest is going to lose a villager here. And I heard one going down. Okay, this villager going down to the tower just took an arrow to the face. Great tower if VIK can get this up. He's already quick walled it in. And Black Forest does have enough stone for a counter tower. You know, this is a 2v2. They should be seeing this right now. And it's such a risky tower. It's easy to lose this villager. But neither player watching this right now. I wonder where both players are. Probably microing the villagers on the bottom side here. Gonna lose another one here. I think it's pretty stubborn of Black Forest to keep pressing in this area even when you're down on villagers. And they're focusing over here for now. But anyway, this tower's going to get up, and that could be a very devastating tower. No reason this tower should have gone up. Score's still pretty close right now, though. I don't think it'll be a GG tower. And finally the alarms went off. This villager is running for his life. His little axe. And this is a devastating tower, though. Looks like VIK, they're closing in on all the golds. This is actually an outpost now. But this gold, it's vulnerable to this tower right now. And VIK, they're just trying to lame up this gold a bit. Outpost definitely going to be a must on this map. Who has more farms at this point? 2 more farms for the VIK team. I think they're going to be seeding some more down right now. And villager lead right now. 9 villager lead for the VIK team, so actually not looking that close. You're welcome to Krager. How can you cast a tournament with these crazy settings? How can you not cast a tournament with these crazy settings? 2 towers on this left side, going to take away the stone. But VIK does have another stone in the back here. Anyway, let's look at where we are at this game right now. Huge villager advantage for VIK. Should be up to the next age sooner because of that. Access to resources. VIK does have access to this gold, just barely though. These 2 golds on the top have been blocked off. So VIK will need to secure this gold. And access to stone does have access to stone and wood over here. VIK still taking stone on the bottom here, taking some good wood, and has access to this gold as well. Although, what are these villagers doing? I have no idea. This is the most pointless thing I've seen with villagers today. And let's check the food. 0 food for the Black Forest team. 0 food for the VIK team, but again, still more farms. Looks like VIK is going to build a counter tower here to protect this tower. Hopefully go up in time. Counting is hard. Never do maths on stream. Nice little aiming here. And if you can get one more up here. So this village is going to be idle now. A few more farms for either player. Probably thinking about going up to the next age right now. Just gonna stab her in the back and then run away. Like nothing happened. Let's speed up the game a little bit until they go up to the next age. So 85 speed. Neither player right now going to invest into archers because they're not going to do too much damage against the towers here. It's just so many towers in this game. Where are you going to place some archers? Smart tower for VIK. They're doing the same thing they did last game, which is make sure to take control of the critical resources, namely gold. And right now, still about a 10 villager advantage for the VIK team. And VIK is going to have to take gold somewhere this game. Maybe in the back here. Villager going down now. I'm gonna lose a lot of villagers to this tower. The reason he's trying to get this tower up is so another tower doesn't come up and take away the farms here. And I was gonna say pretty good micro, but actually losing the villager at the last second here. Finally, VIK gonna take some gold. It's might be an indication they're ready, almost ready to go up right now. And good play from Pedro and JaySquared gonna take out this tower now. Hopefully get some access to this gold. Although VIK knows this, he's gonna make another tower here. Just the more he can delay the gold, the better. And VIK about to click up at this point. On the other hand, the NC team, much fewer villagers throughout this whole game. Much less farms, and they're having a hard time here getting enough food just to keep villagers coming out. Trying to get some more towers here, but it looks like it's not happening. A single tower here could be pretty good, though. Trying to take him off, trying to take VIK off of gold. There are plenty of other golds throughout the map, and a lot of outposts. Let's see how much vision these players have, actually. This is for the Black Forest team. Pretty decent vision. Can see basically enough of what's going on. Even better vision for the VIK team with so many outposts right now. And this is going to get shut down here. VIK, they're up to the next age. What can you do with that? I think Mongols get guard tower might be a worthy investment here. Doesn't have enough stone for a castle. Maybe you see some knights or a town center. Some villagers sneaking on the left side. I wonder where they're going. Here's the castle edge and GG with the siege workshop. Alright, second point for the VIK team. A little bit surprising considering, you know, the Black Forest team stealing all 3 boar there. Take a look at the achievements. Big difference this game was probably the villager number. $40-42. Actually evened up a little bit at the end there. And this is the majority of where the VIK team got ahead. Alright, so I'm going to update the scoreboard. In a second here, we'll go on to the next game. Alright, let's go on to game 3. 100 viewers, that's pretty good for this time of day, I think. Glad you all joined me. And let's go on to game 3.